This is Suhani Tongya in conversation with Ms. Vidhika Rohtagi, partner and CDO of EY India. It's an honor to have you here, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Same as mine.
So, as we all know that you've been a co-founder of Fortune Cookie. So, what do you think was the major moment that captured EY India's attention?
Okay, major moment. Okay, I would say that, there was something in common on how we were working versus what EY was looking for at that time. Our journey started in year 2008 when we established Fortune Cookie UX Design. We were purely young, thrilled with energy and adrenaline, and we saw the industry change through technology and business, and we could establish how design could play such an important role in running a business, basically bringing value with design to the businesses, right? And we worked in Silicon Valley, we worked in Middle East, we worked for global brands, then we did a lot of domestic market work as well, where, we were working with the top banks who were digital first, or pharma companies, and so on and so forth. In that entire journey, we actually were, in a way, design advocates or design consultants, which we didn't realize. We were like, no, we're pure creative design people, but no, we were actual advocates and consultants of design. And we engaged in certain projects with EY, and that's when we both realized that they are also looking for young, creative consulting organization that can help them in bringing the design agenda to the entire digital transformation that EY has been doing from quite few years now. So it's been almost 5 years in EY now, and the idea was to get someone like us when it clicked to them that we are also kind of a design consultant. That was the major moment, and we, I think, fit into the grid very well.
That's it. So as a design student myself, collaboration is the key in design. So how do you foster effective collaboration between designers, developers, and other stakeholders in your team?
Okay, there are two parts to it. One, bringing collaborations for designers to work together, and then for your designers to work with the product teams, which has tech and business, or with the other organizations. So there are two parts to it. For designers, collaboration is key, because if you don't collaborate, you can't exchange ideas, you can't brainstorm, you will end up designing in silo, which only works once in a while, not always, right? So for designers, it's important for them to be motivated and inspired, and it only happens when you're doing it together with others, right? And it comes from culture. So how you build culture around you, how you're doing things that motivates you. So for example, Bhopal Design Festival is a way of inspiring students, right, to talk about design, to learn new things. So that's there. And one more important thing for a designer is that either they are in or they're out. So as a designer, you'll always have to be in. Now, when the designers have to work with developers and the business folks, I always tell them that assume they don't know what you do. Because in reality, how would I know to code versus how would a coding person know how to design, right? So, but on the prima facie, we always think that, oh, it's a screen, I can make a comment on it. It's a design, this corners, I can make a comment on it, right? But everybody thinks they can have an opinion on design, which they should. But at the same time, for a designer, it's important to be patient, and it's important to be an evangelist through and through any project, any presentation, because you always have to assume and expect that the other does not know in that deep. So I always tell them, keep explaining, be patient, take them through the process. If you're doing it right, they will also get it, and it works. After a certain struggle, developers also understand after one cycle what we are doing, and business also appreciates when they see the outcomes.
So how do you manage the constant changing industry? design trends change very often. So
Yeah.
how do you manage your design team to be innovative and productive?
See, design trends definitely change, and we have to change with that, our techniques. There was a time when there was this skeuomorphism 7-8 years ago, which Apple brings in some 10 types of UI, then Google brings in, then Microsoft brings in, then overall a trend changes, which other. So this will keep on happening, right? So you have to be on your toes to know what is getting better. So we know that the material UI is better, and it is better not just in terms of experience, but also in terms of managing the load on the application, right? So that it's efficient, right? So you have to always be on the toes. We always do these exchanges where we update each other. We have communities in UI where we share these information, where we share new learnings on projects, and it's an ever evolving field. So there's nothing to manage as such. It's all about pushing everyone to keep reading, keep experimenting, keep changing, because as you keep working for clients, you will know that the next thing that now the client wants is the new design trend that has come, or they'll ask you to look at the latest trends, which happens. And there are a lot of times that we also try and build some trends.
Okay. So as we're talking about evolving technology, so AI, generative AI, stands a predominant
Yes,
factor.
it does.
So do you think that it might like enhance the work of designers, or it has the capability of eventually replacing them?
Yeah, a good question. So I was just telling the other people, it will not replace designers. It will change the role of the designers, right? Now, as designers, whether we are doing UX design, CX design, or even interior design, there's a process that is involved. And AI as a tool, it's a tool and technique, right, which is going to help a designer in getting to the information much more faster, right? So as I was telling the other people as well, that it's a lot about how the data is coming to you, right? And if there is an AI which can, one, get the data, and second, make insights out of that data and give you patterns and tells you who the persona is and tell you what persona needs, fantastic, right? Half of the work is done. But from that, how do we go ahead and build a concept or a solution that is relevant, will still be validated, right? And also it will evolve, right? So AI will evolve the type of solutions that we are making. We'll also evolve the environments to a metaverse. We will also evolve the environment to augmented reality and mixed realities that we are, we have been talking about, but it's just a little behind in reaching to the end consumer because there's a lot of devices play, etc., etc. It's a little far, but it will. So I say it will not replace, but definitely as designers we need to look into it. What is available? What can we do? How can it make us more proficient? And strategy still will be yours, right? The end validation will still be yours because ultimately humans are going to use it, right? So I would say that as designers we need to get smart about how to use AI for ourselves.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Your words have truly been very enlightening, and it's been an honor to talk to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
With camera person Kush, this is Suhani Tongya. Keep watching LakeCity Live.